the landscape. We're getting there. Welcome to Sunday's Tracy's Sunday Challenge. This is the first one where we're doing it live. My name's Tracy Bish and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Central Victoria. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be doing my Sunday challenges with you live here on YouTube. I do want to wait just a few minutes until people start popping on, but I want to just quickly tell you this challenge for this week. It is a colour challenge, which I always love doing colour challenges. It sort of makes some people step out of the box a little for some people, and this week is really autumn or fall colours, so it's always fun to do some colours like that. Hi Rachel, how are you? Alrighty, so let me show you the colours that we're creating with today. We have Night of Navy, Smoky Slate, Rich Razzleberry and Pumpkin Pie. Beautiful colours. Now if you would like to join in, if you're new watching and you haven't sort of played around here before, what actually happens is I create a challenge every Sunday, and then you can go away and create a card, come over to my Facebook page, which once this finishes going live and it comes back onto my YouTube, I'll have in the description of the video, there'll be links to my Facebook page and all that, so you can go over there and have a look. Just pop a photo in the post, in the Facebook post, and yeah, you're part of the challenge, and we love to see what everyone creates. Now, if you don't have Stampin' Up products or you don't have the colours that we are using today, you can also just use a blue, so like a navy or a blue, a grey, a purple and an orange. So use what you have. Don't feel that you can't join in because you don't have whatever I'm using. So please, it's all about creativity. It's about inspiring others and just having fun. So it's always great. Also, anyone who does join in, I always do a collage of the designs or the cards that have joined in, and that comes onto my social media each week as well. So you can have a look at what's been created there as well. And yeah, all I just want to say is please join in. The more the merrier, and I love to see what everyone creates. So alrighty, so this is the card that we are creating today, and I've been very lazy. I haven't even cut my card bases or anything like that, so we're going to be doing all that together. I'm using the stamp set from the Occasions catalogue, the Seasons of Fun. This is so cute, this little set. It is a host stamp set, and you can find it in page 78 of the Occasions catalogue, so this Christmas catalogue. Now, host sets are free stamp sets that, or free items that you get as stamping rewards. So really, you have to have either place a really large order of $250 to choose one of these as free. You'll get stamping rewards, so you get 10% of the order for free, and you can purchase these ones for free. You could also get together with some friends, pop an order in together. That way you'll have stamping rewards to share between yourselves, or you can host a party and get your friends together and have a little bit of fun, as well as grab some free stuff as well. So there are two stamp sets, host stamp sets in this catalogue. There's also some stamp sets in the annual catalogue as well, so you can check those out. But this one is so fun, and I really love how they've got all the seasons there ready to go. Alrighty, so we are going to use this set. I'm going to grab out that little boy, and he's so cute. And I'm also going to get that little leaf. Now, I created this card a few days or a few weeks ago, and I'm just trying to think what stamp set I used for that sentiment, because it's not on my desk. So if you're watching and you know what it is, let me know. I'm just going to grab a bigger block. Hopefully you've all having a relaxing weekend. Okay, I don't know where my next big block is. I'm going to use my huge big block. That will work, and then I just need a little one. My block container needs to be cleaned out. It's a mess. They're all just shoved in there, as you can hear. Alrighty. Okay, so I have pumpkin pie as our card base. And this is an A4 piece of cardstock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to score it in half. So this is how you create your card bases. So I'm going to put it in at 4 1/8 and score down the cardstock and pop it in the other way. And I'm doing it 5 7/8. So I'm actually coming just a little bit on the other side of that. That's halfway that way. And cutting it. So we have 2 card bases now ready to go. We only need 1. Now I have a piece of rich Razzleberry cardstock. And for this, we are going to cut it at 3 1/4 by 5 inches. So I'm actually going to cut it at 5 inches first. That way I can still get a full card base there. And 3 1/4. So this is a very basic card. And we have it. And then I've got a piece of basic white. And this is going to be cut at 3 by 4 3/4. So 3 inches by 4 3/4. Now I'll have all these measurements after my live. When my video comes back up onto YouTube, I'll have all the measurements as well as all the supplies that are used, and they'll be linked to my online store if you would like to purchase them as well. Alrighty, so we have really simple card, and I have a strip of basic black cardstock as well for our sentiment. So we're going to do our stamping first. I'm going to bring in a scrap piece of card. And I'm, excuse me, I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. To stamp that little boy. Welcome everyone that's watching. Please pop on and say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Oh, that is so cute. Now to colour these in, there's a few different ways you could do it. You could use your ink pads and a blender pen. You could also use your water painters. They work as well. You want to be careful with you're using basic white and using water painters. I recommend either using shimmery white cardstock or the watercolor Fluid 100 cardstock. If you're going to pop water on it, it does peel a little bit otherwise. You could use stamping blends. I'm actually grabbing out my Stampin' Write markers, and there's a couple of reasons for that. I don't have the colours, all the colours in the beautiful blends, which are lovely to use. So that's why I've gone with these ones. I am using the bronze or the ivory stamping blends just for his little face and hands. So we're going to just quickly colour in these, and I'm not going to do anything major. It's just quick basic colouring. So this is a really easy card, and I'm also using the brush tip marker. It just helps to get the colour on really quick and easy, and this is just like using textures. So has anyone got anything going on today that's fun? We, my family went to Shepparton yesterday. So if you watched my live on Thursday, you may have heard my daughter got a job. She's just finished uni, actually finished just the other day. Her 4th year in teaching, primary school teaching, and she was offered a job down near Warrnambool. So now the mad rush to start getting not electronics, but household goods. So, yeah, she's doing all that right now. Now, the other thing that I haven't got here is Cajun Craze, and I'm going to grab that as well. I wanted to add a little bit of darkness in with his pants. So with this colour challenge, you can add other colours in. It doesn't matter too much. I'm going to use the Cajun Craze in his leaves here in the background as well. So I want to quickly colour in that little pussycat there, because if I don't, I'm going to probably colour over him, because he sort of blends in there quite a bit. He's cute. Okay, I'm going to bring it in Night of Navy and do his hat. And I'm just colouring it all in the one colour. This would work really well with your stamping blends as well. Finish off his shirt. Did you see my post with the mailboxes of a farmer? So cute. There was a few different designs there, but there was, the mailbox had a cow, and they were made out of just leftover pieces of metals. So bits of cars, really recycled stuff. So it looked really great. And I'm going to also just come in with the colours now, so around the leaves. So there was a cow, and then they had a bit of an esky on the back, and there was a dog made out of other bits of metal. Looked so good. And there was other designs there. There was a soldier and a little girl. What else was there? They had a tractor made out of hay bales. Excuse me. Which is really great as well. Very clever. So we just stopped on the side there in their driveway. Took a few photos. It was fun. So I'm just adding a little bit of colour throughout. He is cute, yes, Rachel, absolutely. I didn't even have my morning cuppa before coming live. Might have helped with my voice. Next week I'll make sure I get up and have my cuppa first. Rachel, do you know what this stamp set I Am Grateful comes from? It'll be one of the new sets. I'll have to go and have a look. No? Okay. I'll have a look in a minute. I think you could use any sentiment there though. I was actually hoping that this one had sentiments in it, but it doesn't. So I'm adding just a little bit of colour in all around. Oh, that looks good. All right, so we have our stamping blends in our ivory. And this actually comes on quite dark. And you think, oh, it's a little dark. But it does lighten down a little bit as well. He'll have a little bit of a tan in autumn, which won't hurt him. So cute. All right, so I'm going to bring my card base in. We're going to do a little bit of background stamping with those leaves. So in that set, there's that tiny little leaf. I'm going to stamp in the pumpkin pie all around the edge. Now, because our card is going to hide a lot of it, we're just doing the very edges around. So you're not wasting time or ink. And we can move that stamp around different directions so it doesn't look uniform. And I'm stamping off the edge there. So I'll just clean the edge of my stamp. Come back in. This is a pretty tiny stamp, so halfway there. That looks cute. So we have those two. I have a strip of black. Let me have a look at what sentiments I could use. Or see if I can find that sentiment. Might have been one that I Borrowed off my mum. Actually grabbed the Ornate Thanks. So this one has some really great sentiments in it. And I think I might go with a thank you. Let's see if that fits in that strip that I have there. Yep, it certainly will. So that stamp set's actually in the annual catalogue. This is a nice big sentiment. Because it's photopolymer, I'm just going to grab my piercing mat as well. And I'm going to grab my embossing buddy. I always have a little bit of trouble with the black cardstock and embossing. This way I shouldn't have any issues. And I've actually grabbed this piece out of my scrap stash as well, so it's probably got fingertips all over it. So it's another good reason to use your embossing buddy or a powder tool. Unfortunately, Stampin' Up! No longer sell them, but you can get them at craft stores. So we're going to use white embossing powder to heat this up. You know what? It could be the Harvest Meadow, Rachel. It might be. And that makes sense because I don't have that here. Okay, so I'm just going to bring my heat tool in and melt that powder. So the white embossing powder on the black cardstock really stands out beautifully. I'm going to let that dry, and I'll get rid of that powder on the outside in just a second. Let's pop our layers together. So I'm just going to use liquid glue. Got a few on my desk, and I think a couple of them are pretty much done. So I'm layering the basic white and the rich razzleberry together. And we're going to pop him up with some dimensionals. And because this has still got a little bit of powder on, now that we've let it to cool down a little bit, we can just rub along it and take off any excess powder. And then I can trim down, because this is a huge piece. I want to trim down on the right hand side and do a bena cut. So cutting in the middle and then cutting from each corner. And then trimming off the excess. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the glue, not going all the way to the edge. There we go. So that looks fantastic. And I think you could even add some rhinestones or any sort of bling to it. That would look really pretty as well. I didn't get anything out, but I do have rhinestones here on the desk, but I've only got big ones, I think. Oh, I've got smaller ones. Let's add a few. I think rhinestones really are very pretty. You can change the colour of them as well to suit your project. So you can use your stamping blends, which are alcohol-based markers. Colour them in with your alcohol-based marker stamping blends, and they change to that colour, which blends your project all in together. Or you can just leave them with the basic bling of clear. So cute. So there we have this week's Tracy's Sunday Challenge. I really hope that you've enjoyed this card. And I hope that you'll come over and join in this week's challenge. It's always so much fun, and I really appreciate everyone who joins in each week, whether you join in every week or whether you just pop in and out. It's always great to see your projects. So I'll be back with a live here on YouTube on Wednesday this week, because of On Stage, Stampin' Up's On Stage. So it'll be Wednesday at 5 p.m. And obviously, now that we're in November, I'll be doing Sunday lives here on YouTube with my Sunday challenges. So hopefully you can come back for that as well. All right, everyone, have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the rest of what's there. All right, everyone, see you later. Bye.